Alright, should be live. I don't know if I am. Go double check right now. Alright, am I live? Okay, latency is a little high, but that's fine. Anyway, I had to restart the stream because I wanted to change the name of it, add some tags, reach out to more people. It's gonna be a very serious event. But when I was streaming for like 10 minutes, 12 minutes before this one, um, we had a few things happening. So first and foremost, we have two severe thunderstorm warnings. This one has some gusty winds and some large hail, as you can see, that pink right there. Really large hail. And I can't move. My computer froze. I don't understand why it acts up every time I'm live. Anyway. And then for this severe thunderstorm, we have really gusty winds, up to 60 mile an hour, and possibly some hail, but there is a ton of lightning in this. And I've been paying attention to this. It kind of looks like a little hook, but it's nothing threatening right now. That's good. But that would uh, be dangerous to Birmingham, Alabama. But right now, looks like Gardendale, Alabama, just north of Birmingham, Alabama, is about to get hit by that pretty gusty gust front right there. And then I was looking at this storm before I ended my last live stream. There's a possibility that this could rotate a little bit more, potentially become a tornadic supercell. Just I do see a little bit of rotation, but nothing concerning yet. Obviously, they haven't put it under a tornado warning yet. But as we get into the afternoon hours and that sun comes up a little bit more and we start seeing that daytime heating and that convection, it's going to get pretty dangerous out there. We have a lot of wind shear. Winds are blowing one direction on the ground and up a little bit, and then you go up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Winds are blowing in a different direction, much faster. You know, that's perfect for these thunderstorms to get to produce a tornado. I'm gonna restart this. Taking too long to refresh. There we go. Look at that, much smoother. Now, Mississippi looking kind of clear. You are in that threat to see some tornadoes and thunderstorms. Why is Jackson squished like that? I don't know. Oh, whoa, whoa, look at this storm. That just flew over my head. That looks like a classic supercell. Oh, well, it's not coming up as anything. Um, that could potentially be dangerous. You can see it has that classic supercell look, but I don't see anything on the radar, so I guess it's fine. They haven't put it under a tornado warning, so again, I guess it's fine. But they need to get better radars down south. There's like a radar hole right here. Any storm that goes in this area, you don't really know what's going on with it. Now, we had some storms trying to develop right here. They haven't really done anything in the past like 20 minutes, but they're definitely later on today that will be a problem. Alright, well, as the storm gets closer and closer to the radar, it does look like that this should maybe get put under a tornado warning. I'm no professional, but you can clearly see there is some rotation in there. Birmingham about to get slammed. So today we're under a high risk. This is the second high risk of March. Last time that happened, the last time they issued two high risks in March was 1991. So this is a pretty historical event, obviously. Now, I had this pulled up because you can see that earlier today there was some clearing in the skies, which allowed the sun to hit the ground and heat up the atmosphere a little bit more, which would cause some convection. That would be bad in this case, considering the atmosphere here is, you know, very likely to produce a tornado. And I've been looking at the HRRR model. Earlier, I don't know if it was the HRRR or the NAM, I forget, but earlier it literally had a supercell going right over Birmingham, Alabama. Luckily, this run doesn't have that anymore, but all these storms that are passing northwest, east, south of Birmingham, they could all be tornadic. And we do have a line of thunderstorm pushing through tonight, but luckily this isn't going to be as bad as a nighttime event as how last week's tornado outbreak was. They shouldn't go into the nighttime. In fact, most of the tornadoes, I believe, happened as the sun was going down, if not when the sun was down. But that's not going to be the case this time, which is good. Which also means I'm sure there's a lot of storm chasers out there. There is a ton of storm chasers in Mississippi and Alabama. Looks like Alabama is the place to be, but since they're getting hit now, Alabama's gonna get kind of suppressed actually, because evaporation's a cooling mechanism, so it'll cool the atmosphere. So now we're just waiting for Mississippi to flare up, really. What was this? Just a minute ago, somebody reported lawn furniture. Now that's not a real spotter, so I don't know what they're reporting, but I guess it is possible that maybe this the wind gust from the storm did push all the way over here to Leeds, Alabama. I have no clue how this storm is not rotating. It's good because the rotation part would be directly towards Birmingham, Alabama, but still, this has relatively classic supercell setup, but it's not rotating, so we're good. We're all good. Now this storm, kind of rotating. They haven't done anything. They haven't said anything about it. No tornado warning, no severe thunderstorm warning. But I watched this thing mature from a little thing to a big storm that it is now, and it flared. This happened in the past 20 minutes, so it just goes to show how unstable the atmosphere is. In fact, I'll show you how unstable the atmosphere is. And this is obviously a model run. This isn't going to have the radar down perfect. I mean, it's not even picking up on the storm here. But, for example, look how unstable the atmosphere is. This is our cape. This basically allows air to rise and condense, and there's nothing stopping it. We have high temperatures, and we have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, so it's just going to allow these storms to develop. And of course, that changed. We have some wind shear, which is going to allow tornadoes to form. Let's do a box sounding. Wow, look at that. I did a box sounding for Mississippi and Alabama, and the risk was tornadoes. And this one's severe, but either way, it's gonna be a crazy day today, especially as we move on to the later hours of the afternoon. A little concerned for Birmingham, but it looks fine. Looks good. Oh, they just put this under a tornado warning finally. How come they always do it when I'm not paying attention? Anyway, I don't even know how to pronounce that. What is that? Boligi? Boligi? I never try to pronounce town names because I never know how to do it. I don't know how people look at town names and just go, "Oh, I know what that says." I have no clue. What are these, like Eutah, Etah? I have no clue how to say that. But anyway, we have some rotation. I don't think there's a tornado on the ground. Is there a spotter nearby? We have one spotter near this storm. Maybe they'll be able to see if there's a tornado or not. Alright, so that was the whoa, I stopped paying attention to this storm for a second. That was the second tornado warning of the day. We had one earlier. But take a look at this hailstorm. Holy cow. So this is just north of Atlanta, Georgia. We have a big hailstorm heading right towards Rockmart. This is warm for a quarter size hail. I think we could potentially see hail a little bit bigger than a quarter size hail. We also have some hail up here too, heading towards Blairsville. Well, according to radar scopes, there's that storm tracks. This rotating storm would be heading towards Alabama. I don't think it's gonna do that. I mean Alabama, yeah, I'm dumb. Birmingham, Alabama. I don't think it's gonna do that, but that's a little bit concerning because this storm is rotating and we want to keep it away from any populated areas. Even Tuscaloosa might be in the track. I don't want to see Tuscaloosa or Birmingham in any tracks of tornado. In fact, I don't want to see anybody in any tracks of tornadoes, but unfortunately it probably will happen. I don't know if I mentioned this, but National Weather Service Birmingham said that we could potentially see EF4 tornadoes that are very long tracked, and that's not gonna be good. And unfortunately, we could definitely see um, an EF5 tornado, which would break the drought record that we have going on of no EF5 tornadoes, which would be good, but still. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on these two storms. The one that's heading looks like it's gonna just skim just north of Alabama. I mean Birmingham. I keep saying Alabama. I don't know why I'm doing that. Sorry. I'm live and I'm nervous. I always get nervous when I go live. Now Jackson, Mississippi is about to get hit by this storm. Doesn't look like a supercell anymore. That's good. But we do have some other storms developing. I have no clue what's going on with the radar's velocity for this radar. Again, southern radars are terrible. I don't like looking at them. Now, New Orleans, you got some pretty nice storms that might hit you. We do have some storms developing a little bit further south, so that could potentially hit you. The only threat would be wind and hail, and of course lightning, but that's with any thunderstorm, obviously. Alright, so we got three pretty dangerous storms in Alabama. This is how it was last week. It all started in Alabama. But don't worry, Mississippi will chime in soon. It'll want some of it. Not that you would want it, considering it's life-threatening. Birmingham, maybe just the north part of Birmingham will get skimmed by the storm. Just gusty winds. Second severe thunderstorm warning was issued for here, just north of Atlanta. That is some huge hail. There's got to be some crazy hail in this storm. Let me take a look at Nashville. Nashville is actually Nashville, sorry, Tennessee. Tennessee is getting hit by that storm that kind of passed by Alabama, Mississippi, and Alabama this morning. Only dropped some hail, that was it, but nothing crazy here. Not that much lightning, especially for the north part. But we do have some thunderstorms down south near Murphy, Tennessee. Apparently, oh, what happened? All right, so this storm, no, I don't think so. This storm might begin rotating. There's a tornado logo here. I think it's just because it's a cell. But there is some pretty heavy hail. We do maybe we can see a hook start to develop here, but I don't think this needs to be put under a tornado warning yet. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Mississippi, quiet. Louisiana, you're gonna be pretty quiet today too. But I'm gonna look at the satellite for. Look how tall these storms are too. You can really see first of all you can see their anvil tops, so you know that they're pretty high up. That would mean they're probably about, let's look at the sounding. This isn't gonna be accurate. They're probably at about 200 millibars, just over 200 millibars, which is insane. Yeah, you see, I don't know if anybody was watching when I said that, but how there was clearing in the atmosphere, which could potentially cause more thunderstorms to develop. Mississippi is clearing right now, while Alabama is getting hit by all these storms, and even some parts right here of southeast Alabama and parts of Georgia. They're all clear skies. The sun's showing, but we have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. We have a lot of fuel for these storms, so basically the sun is gonna let that air rise much faster, and they'll condense, and we'll get some pretty bad thunderstorms. But this is how it was last week. Alabama got started first, and then they kind of cooled down a little bit, and then Mississippi got on it. But that's my point I'm trying to get. Alabama's getting hit by all these storms right now, which is a cooling mechanism. Alabama's going to cool off for a couple hours, and by the time this is all done, the sun might start going down, but there could be enough energy left over to produce even more storms. But Mississippi, clear skies, that sun is allowing the air to rise, and soon we're going to start seeing some pretty bad weather develop. Parts of Tennessee is in the high risk, so Tennessee, you're also in this, but there's a reason why parts of Mississippi's in here, even though Mississippi's not even seeing barely anything right now. All Alabama. But like I said, we do have some storms flaring up, but here's a dry spot. I won't be surprised if we start seeing some bad storms developing near like Oxford or something later on in the next hour or two. We have some rotation. I don't think there's a tornado on the ground. That's good though. That's heading, looks like it could be heading right towards Monville. Monville does not want another tornado, I tell you. Nobody wants another tornado, but especially Monville. Holy cow, look at this. Look at this hailstorm. Wow. Gusty hailstorm. We got another hailstorm right up, just right over here. Oh, you can barely see it. Thanks to these terrible radars we have. Storms are going to start heading towards the northeast. This could potentially bring some thunderstorms in the northeast. I'm pretty excited about. But pretty crazy stuff going on. We just gotta wait for that daytime heating to make storms develop in Mississippi, and then we'll be on the road. Not in a good way, talking in a severe weather way. Also, I'm not too sure of the setup, but I think it's something like this. Like, I think this is the cold front, and then we have our warm front like this. So basically, this is the warm sector, and that's what caused some severe weather that's going on in Nashville. Well, it's not that severe, but you know, there is some rain happening. Not in Nashville, I'm sorry, Tennessee, including Nashville. But we do have a cold front behind this, which is going to allow some, well, first of all, storms to flare up, and also that line of thunderstorms that's supposed to happen tonight. But luckily, since this front, it should be out of here by tonight. Hopefully, we don't get any nighttime tornadoes. I mean, maybe Georgia. Are they even in that? Potentially, maybe. But if we go into tomorrow, we should be all clear for tornadoes. Maybe the Carolinas, but 2% risk. That's not too bad. Oh, I'm actually getting good at this. Look at that. You can actually kind of read my handwriting. Warm. Cold. Alright, anyway, that's all I want to say. But, that hail? Alright, looks like we have a hail core developing just north of Birmingham, Alabama. Good thing they didn't get hit by this storm. It looked like they were, but cool thing about this, you can really see this is the updraft. Oh, I thought I clicked that. But I clicked it again. You know, this is like the updraft part, and producing some hail right here, and it's hail and rain's falling here, and then this is the gust front right here. Pretty cool. That's why I love weather. There's my proof. Look at that gust front. Now with this storm, they've had another tornado warning for, I think, like the past 38 minutes. They had this thing under a tornado warning for like the past 10 minutes, I would say. Not that strong rotation. It would look better earlier, but at least I don't think this should put a tornado on the ground. It's heading towards Monville. They do not need another tornado. I hope nobody gets hit by a tornado, but I really want Tuscaloosa and Birmingham to stay out of the way for these storms. But like I've been saying, you know, Alabama's getting hit first. Evaporation's a cooling mechanism, so basically these storms are cooling the atmosphere for Alabama. So hopefully, once these storms move out, that'll suppress. But like I said, Mississippi, you're getting no storms right now. Let me go over to the Mississippi radar. I mean, you got the line of thunderstorms developing down south, but up north, northern Mississippi, Oxford area, you got nothing going on. You got the sun beating on the ground, you got the air rising, but eventually it's just gonna flare up, and boom, we're gonna have a ton of thunderstorms developing. And that's why I was showing the satellite earlier. You can see Alabama is getting all this. Mississippi, you're enjoying the sunshine right now, but that's going to change probably in the next hour or so. Let's see what the HRRR says. So, HRRR model has some showers and thunderstorms developing in northern Mississippi, 12 p.m. Central Time. So that would be in the next 8 minutes. So maybe around 1 o'clock that'll happen. Obviously, it won't look exactly like this, but you'll see Alabama will quiet up a little bit, and then by tonight we'll have that line of thunderstorms go by. That could be pretty dangerous, but like I said, it'll be out here by tonight, and hopefully there won't be any nighttime tornadoes. So it'll be gonna be a dangerous event, but it'll be significantly less dangerous than last week's event when we were having tornadoes in the nighttime. That's not good. Didn't you know that they reported 57 tornadoes last week? That was insane. Just in, I think in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, I think. But either way, that's a tornado outbreak. Where is it? Significant tornado. So you can see as we go into later on in today, that's when we should really start seeing tornadoes in Alabama, Mississippi. Right now, relatively suppressed. In fact, the HRRR has it down pretty good. Um, Mainly being right here. This is the most likely spot where we could see tornadoes, and we have a storm rotating in that area. So that's pretty good call on the HRRR model. I would use the NAM 3 kilometer, but apparently has a lot of imperfections, so I don't use it. I use the HRRR because I single-handedly see it myself. It does a pretty good job at predicting where the storms are going to be at, or other things like that tornado parameter. You know, as much as it's wrong for me to say, but I kind of want this high risk to verify, because I hate when people on Twitter are like, that was a bust, that was a bust. And I don't know, I never think any severe weather event is a bust. So we have to see at least one tornado, hopefully just one isolated one that doesn't bother anybody. Nothing going on in Mississippi. Um, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to click on Chrome. I wanted to see something. Yeah, Mississippi's in the 30% range. I just wanted to double check. So Mississippi should be seeing tornadoes soon, or rotation soon, but nothing yet, which is good. So South Alabama has been relatively quiet also, so they're next up on the list, I would say. But I have no clue what's going on with this area right here. I've been streaming for like maybe like 45 minutes, and it's just been doing this. I guess it's just some showers kind of fizzling out. Oh, now we got some strong rotation going on there. No tornado. But still, that matured quite a bit. Alright, so now this big hail core is heading just north of Sandy Springs. Right towards Milton. Georgia, by the way. Now, honestly, I still don't understand radar scope symbol. Sometimes they have a tornado symbol, sometimes they have this like weird circle symbol. I don't know if that means it thinks the storm's rotating, but the storm is not rotating. We don't gotta worry about that. It's just windy. So there's just no rotation yet, but I don't know. I don't exactly know what this circular thing is. Maybe it means, oh yeah, mesostrength. That would make sense. It's a mesocyclone. I get it. I just figured that out now. The symbol, the circle symbol, stands for mesocyclone. When was this hail reported? Oh, an hour ago. This storm was producing hail. I thought it was, but it didn't look like it on the radar. But that's why they put it under severe thunderstorm warning anyway. I can't believe I've been using radar scope for like 9 months, and that took me literally just till now on the stream to realize that this symbol right here stands for mesocyclone. Really had no clue. Oh, this rotation's got much stronger in the past 5 minutes. If there were a tornado to happen, it would happen probably right in this area. So anybody like, I don't even have Akron. If you live in this area, be careful. I doubt anybody from the stream actually lives in the path of this supercell, but just in case. Oh, Monville, not again. They got hit by a tornado last Wednesday. They do not need another for Monville. These storms aren't rotating yet. Really, we've seen some rotation in Alabama. I'm really not too sure why. I mean, it's good, but why none of the storms in Mississippi rotating yet? I mean, it's good, but Alabama has the 2 tornado warnings that we saw so far today. This one and one earlier this morning. Let's see if there's a new run out for the HRRR. Let me check. Let me just look here. Yeah, they have a threat of getting tornadoes. They upped the half the okay good. So they upped the warning for this because I was like, I don't think it's quarter size hail. They upped it to $half size hail for this severe thunderstorm warning near Chalksville, Trussville, Alabama. And how about that one that's just north of Sandy Springs, Georgia? That has a lot of hail in it. Look at this hail sail. So now radar scope put a tornado on this. What does that mean? Just a cell? It's not rotating, so I don't know why radar scope did that. But I'm proud to announce that I now know that this means mesocyclone, so take it. Wait, now this has a tornado logo on it. Why? I don't understand radar scope's thing. There's no tornado. There's no tornado thing on this thing. And this is actually the main threat, which that might actually I think we're fine. Like I said earlier, if there were a tornado were to happen, let's see, this is like the gust front right here, and this is like another gust front right here. So we're gonna have winds that are just gonna quickly flow into here. So the tornado would probably happen around this area if there were one to touch down. Now with this storm, we could potentially, well, actually, we kind of are seeing that with this gust front, gonna kind of like push out a little bit, and it could actually make some storms just south of it, and it looks like it is. But that's thanks to all that rain and hail that's in that storm, producing some cooler air. Insanely windy though. Like Trustville, when that storm hits you, you better have all your lawn furniture or something. You better get everything inside if you can. There's a lot of hail coming in this, so if you have a garage, get your car in there, especially clay. Actually, I wouldn't even go outside. The damage is already done. Argo, you still got a chance. Argo, Alabama. Like I said, if you live just north of what was it? Sandy Springs, Georgia, you know, this storm is pretty insane. Wonder what they put it under a warning for. What size hail? That's probably like an inch. No, 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 that's too big. That's way too big. $half size hail. Oh yeah, the one in Alabama, pretty gusty. At least it ain't a tornado because I got pretty close to Birmingham, but I'm still concerned about this one. Look at that. What is going on? You see, I can't really tell if there's a tornado on the ground because it's like really far from the radar and everything looks like that. Usually you can tell because you'll see like a ton of blue and green all bunched up together. I do see some green, but it doesn't look... Is there any spotter there? We have one spotter that's kind of close to the storm. But looks like he's been chasing it, but he hasn't said anything. So I guess not. But well, that has a lot of lightning in it too. The storm that's near Argo, getting a better hail core developing. Got them strong updrafts. Oh yeah, what size hail are they reporting? Half inch. Quarter? Oh, so maybe I was right the first time. Maybe it is an inch hail. But that's not even an area where there's supposed to be hail. What's going on here then? Because that's not even supposed to have any hail. Where was this at? I can't see. Carterville, Georgia. Um, and Akeworth, I think that's how you pronounce that. They're reporting half inch hail and what is this? Quarter size hail just north of this big hail sail right here. So I can only imagine what's falling in here. This is the only thing reflecting back to the radar. But then again, it could be blocking this, and this whole storm could be a hail sail. In fact, let me get to a closer radar. Again, you'll see they're not even in that hail range. Which also, this storm might begin rotating. It might. We have gust front right here, a gust front right here, and then we have our winds being pushed into here. We could potentially see some rotation right here, and that's where the tornado would be. I'm gonna keep my eye on this storm. I don't know how to say this. Akeworth, Georgia. Looks like you're next. They just extended this warning for, what is it? Moving east. This storm's moving at 70 miles an hour. Holy cow! 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, quarter size hail. Well, somebody just reported inch size hail, and it wasn't even in the hail core. So I think you might need to up that to maybe an inch and a half. Yeah. Oh yeah, right here. Maybe an inch and a half in diameter hail. Just to be safe, I would say. Oh, I had to stretch. I've only been doing this for like a half an hour. It's already rough. Whoa, look at the size of this severe thunderstorm warning. Hold on. Let's get closer. Look at that. That is going to be... That is a heck of a storm, I tell you what. Strong winds, hail. Let's take a look at our tornado warning storm. Again, that rotation, like a little bit concerning, but I don't see anything on the ground. Looks like it might skim just south of Monville, which would be good because they got hit last week. They do not need another one. Maybe it looks like Mississippi is waking up a little bit. Why is my computer lagging? I think I need a new mouse. Mississippi starting to wake up a little bit, having that squall line of thunderstorms developing. And oh, here comes that here's these other storms flaring up in the northern parts of Mississippi that I was telling you about. How we just had to wait. So actually, the HRRR did have it down pretty good. I don't know if anybody was watching earlier, but I was looking at the last run of the HRRR, and it was saying that storms were going to start flaring up at around 12, and that was 8 minutes before 12, and nothing was happening. But here we are. It's 12:08 for Mississippi right now, and we do have some storms flaring up. So again, that proves my point. I tell you, the HRRR really good when it comes down to forecasting severe weather. Does a really good job. This is the newest run, 12 p.m. Looks actually kind of identical. Not really, but you know, pretty good for a computer model. So at around 2 p.m. it's gonna get pretty rough. Pretty rough. Yikes. Look at that. Look at this wind shear. Yikes. Take a look at composite. Oh. The next hour has a hailstorm hitting just south of Tuscaloosa. That might be that tornado warned storm right now. This would be at 12 p.m. So again, this is Central Time, so they're an hour behind for those of us in the Northeast. Got some concerning storms hitting Birmingham at around 4 o'clock. Some concerning storms hitting Tuscaloosa. It even looks like this model's picking up on some hook echoes. 1, 2, maybe 3 right there. Yeah. Gonna keep my eye on everything. I don't know when the Storm Prediction Center updates their stuff. I think it's at 1 o'clock, right? Which means they should have already updated it. Oh, look, I'm in the threat for just a normal thunderstorm range. That's pretty cool. Anyway, sorry. Let me turn on popular. Let me turn on cities so everybody can see. So big cities such as, actually really just Birmingham are in the high risk. You know, but Memphis is in the enhanced risk. We got Little Rock way over here. Greenville in the enhanced risk. It has 30% chance of seeing hail here. Hold on 1 second. Everybody watching. Wait, hold on. Let me check on this. Okay, that looks really concerning. There might be a tornado that's about to touch the ground here just south of Munville, but I'll be right back, everybody watching. I'll be right back. Just 1 minute. So, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Wasn't that long. Is there a delay on the stream? Um. Anyway, we got a good supercell right here, just south of Munville. Again, that. Um, big hailstorm just north of Sandy Springs, Georgia. We got maybe some rotation in the storm. Nothing too crazy yet. Pretty gusty storm heading just north of how do you even pronounce that? Margaret. That's how you say it. Margaret. I have somebody in my class named Margaret. Um, the storm is quite moody, just north of Moody actually. It is in a bad mood. Yeah, we're pretty calm right now, you know. Um, now we just gotta really relax and wait for the next batch of storms to develop. Is there a way I can take a look at the new one? Let me actually, I just want to look at the southeast, but I don't want to look, I just want to look at it like this. Oh wow, we got a lot of, let's do the anime, I guess. All right. Um, so again, we have some clearing in northern Alabama happening now. Southern Alabama has been relatively clear, but again, take a look at this. I don't know if you can see this, but we have clouds pushing to the north, and then these storms are pushing to the east. So that just goes to show you the type of wind shear that we have going on, and just the big massive threat for tornadoes that we have going on. I mean, let me just play it again. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Just look at this. You see that? That is very, very dangerous for tornadoes. Pretty crazy. But it is really cool to see that you can actually see that from a satellite again, just in case somebody just joined. Well, I'm talking about if you look down south here, like the Florida Panhandle, because that's where you can really see it. We have these like clouds pushing north, and then the main storms are pushing to the east. It just goes to show how strong this wind shear is, and the tornado threat that we have going on. But I haven't really seen. I only seen. Oh, this is our second tornado warning, but that's from the same storm, and this one's really maturing pretty quickly. But there's only been 3 tornado warnings um, from 2 different storms, which is fine. That's good. But oh, geez, look at this. But it's crazy how we haven't seen another one yet. Look at that. Look at that hook. We have a spotter over there, right? We have a spotter in the hook right now. All right. Uh Maybe they'll see something. Oh geez, look at that hook. Oh geez. Ain't looking too good for this. At least it's not gonna hit Monville again, but who's in the path? Vance, North Blob? Not that's not what that says. Oh yeah, that's what it's I can't even read that. Is North Bib? Well, anyway, that town's in the path of this storm. You know, West Blockton. Uh, don't think it'll hit Birmingham or come close to Birmingham. It might. I don't think it's a concern that we need to worry about yet. We got the tornado would probably be about here, around that area. Not exactly perfect, but that's probably about where it would be. Don't mind that train. Anyway, that thing's obnoxious. Strong line of thunderstorms developed just south of Jackson, Mississippi. Pretty self-explanatory. A lot of lightning, probably a lot of wind in there. Pretty gusty. But again, that's in its maturing phases that we go into later on in the overnight hours of today. You know, that'll be much more concerning. Since nobody's really watching the stream right now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna actually take a look at the Northeast. I just want to see what's the possibility of me seeing a storm. Oh, maybe tonight actually. Can I get some sounding for Philly? Ah, that's a bad sounding. That's crap. Always tomorrow. Hold on. Nobody's watching. I'm checking the Northeast. Anybody who just joins, just to see if I have any possibility of seeing some thunderstorms tomorrow. It's gonna be really hot tomorrow in the Northeast, so I just wanted to see. Why is the NAM taking forever to load? He's taking forever. Okay, let's see. Storms move in tonight. Not that good of a sounding. And then, oh, then we'll pop off in the afternoon tomorrow. That's pretty good. You know, we could potentially see something in the Northeast with that. If my things could load faster. I think it's going so slow because I'm streaming. Is there a lot of latency in the stream? Not really. Let's see. Yeah, it's good. Alright, anyway, back to Mississippi and Alabama. Oh, I want to see what type of hail they're reporting. Alright, what do they got? Pea-size hail? What? Really, that's all that storm was? That means it weakened quite a bit. They reported a quarter, half inch, pea-size hail. This storm must have weakened a lot. Its updraft probably weakened a little bit, which would be good, but pretty gusty. Pretty good gust front with this. Wonder if we could see a derecho. I doubt it, but still. Oh jeez, look at this storm. This tornado. Classic supercell look, but take a look at that. That's insane. Oh wait, there might be a tornado on the ground right now. Hold on, let me see. There might be a tornado on the ground because it would be like this, and it would be like this. Well, it looks like this could be the. Looks like this is the tornado. But I would have thought it was here, but it looks like there could be a tornado there too. So it looks like there's a tornado right here on the ground. Oh jeez. Is there any town that's close to that? Just south of Monville. Probably a tornado on the ground right there. Let me get out of the screen. Oh, I didn't mean to draw. Any towns? Okay, it looks like it's a remote, just south of Monville. Doesn't look like it should affect anybody if this were to continue it would probably, let's see, this is it. It would probably just continue going. It might be a little bit of a close call for Vance and West Blockton, but if it were to continue, because these tornadoes are supposed to be long tracked today, it would probably, it should theoretically miss, hopefully. West Blockton, I think you should be concerned. Vance, you two, Coaling, that's a weird town name. North Bib, a little bit concerning. My radar scope gets really slow sometimes when I have it open. Look at that, now it's really smooth. Anybody who just joined, anybody who's just joining, I just want to show you, check this out. We got these clouds moving to the north, and then we have these clouds moving to the east. Just goes to show how much shear we have going on in the atmosphere today. That's why we are under a high risk for severe thunderstorms and a 30% chance of seeing tornadoes, which I think should be bumped up to another 45%. I don't know when the new update comes out, but it should be coming out soon, and maybe they'll up it a little bit. Oh, I keep drawing. Got a good hailstorm just south of, just north, sorry, of Sandy Springs. People reporting pea-size hail, even though I could have swore it would have been bigger than that. I mean, somebody recorded an inch-size hail with this storm, so I would have thought it would have been much more severe than that. This storm I've been looking at for the past like hour, right here. It was much more mature earlier, but it looks like it's fizzling out a little bit. Doesn't look like there's any hail in this storm. Pretty windy though, still a little gusty as you can see. Got some nice little wind gusts, especially down on the south side of it. Oh yeah, there's got to be a tornado on the ground right now, just southeast of Montville. Let me check Twitter and see if anybody can confirm. Don't see anyone on Twitter confirming it yet. I do think we have a storm chaser just north of it. Oh, we have 3 people now. We got somebody behind it. Oh, we have people trying to get into this storm now. Earlier, nobody was near the storm. Nobody had hopes for it, but now everybody's trying to get in that storm, see if they can find a tornado. Right, I'm telling you, that thing is, look at this thing. Classic supercell setup. Not a textbook one, but look at that. Beautiful storm, doesn't do beautiful things. Oh, here we go, we got northern Alabama and Mississippi ramping back up again. Daytime heating, convection, allowing them storms to flare up. Mississippi I haven't seen any rotation in Mississippi, which is good, but they're supposed to see something, so now it's just a matter of when and where. Oh wait, this might be something to look into. Nah, not maybe. Could just be the. I'm gonna keep my eye on this storm. Where's that at? Okay, so it's just southeast of Brookhaven. I remember that. I thought this was a tornado warning for a second. I was like, what? We have flash flood warning stretching all the way in from Birmingham, just north of Birmingham, into Tennessee. They've just been getting slammed by rain all morning and into the afternoon today, so pretty hectic stuff going on right now. Oh, that tornado was just on the ground in just south of Tuscaloosa. Jeez. Let me post this on Twitter. Gotta let everybody know that there's a tornado, probably most likely on the ground just southeast of Montville. Post that one on Twitter. Alright, just don't have to post on Twitter. Oh, it's confirmed. Okay, so that tornado that was on the ground is confirmed. So there is indeed a tornado on the ground just east of Monville right now. Pretty insane. Look at that hook echo. Where was my tweet? It's been confirmed. No. Been confirmed. Can't spell confirmed. Alright, back to the stream. Sorry. If anybody typed anything. Oh, nobody said anything. I got one other person watching. How you doing? This is actually getting really organized. This line of thunderstorms right here, that really matured pretty quickly. And well, as well as this tornadic storm, I watched it grow up practically. Oh, that might. Where's the radar at? I might skim the radar. Nah, it won't. It'll miss. But Birmingham, a little concerned. I think it'll miss Birmingham too, but let me just get the ideal track of where it's going. At least it missed Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa's been dodging bullets last week and this week. Alright, that should... Alright, that'll miss Birmingham. But Tuscaloosa, there's another storm developing. And that could be kind of concerning. It already kind of has that little hook shape to it. But no rotation yet. Keep my eye on it though. Oh, there is a tornado on the ground. This is the breeze ball, and this, you can see that this is the breeze also coming back to the radar. Check that out. That is insane. Any spotter on it? Alright, so we have 2 spotters on the highway. The tornado's heading right towards them. We have 1 behind the storm. I don't think you would be able to see anything, but that's crazy. Over here, there's severe thunderstorms been going on basically all morning. Still gusty. Let's see if the HRRR model, the new run, doesn't come out for another 30 more minutes. This storm producing havoc up in North Georgia. Gusty, hail. Look at that. That's really gusty. For some reason, radar scope has a tornado logo on it. Oh wait, it actually might be rotating a little bit. Maybe. Not enough to be concerned about yet. How about Nashville? How's Nashville doing? All the rain is just east of Nashville. That's fine. This is all just rain anyway. Nothing to worry about. Just annoying. Now these storms has kind of been flaring up over here, but nothing's been going on. But I'm telling you, southern Alabama is missing out, and they're gonna see some storms eventually. With the storm right now, we have a big debris ball right here. That's where this is exactly where a tornado is. Probably, it doesn't look like there's a lot of towns. Well, it doesn't look like it's in a town, which is good. So that is probably just dirt, trees. It's about to cross over a highway right now. Not into any town, maybe West Blockton. Hopefully it fizzles out before it gets there, but they need to take shelter immediately. Same thing for Vance, North Bibb. I think that's how you say it. BIBB. Anyway, these 3 towns right here, even Coling, you should definitely seek shelter immediately. There is a tornado on the ground as we speak. Anyway, back to the stream. Sorry, I was just. Jeez, how big is this tornado? Let's see. That is a well-developed tornado. That is heading. That is heading way towards West Blockton. I really want that thing to fizzle out. Oh, that was the wrong one. Let's see. 2 miles? No way. No way. No, hold on. Let me just measure the blue part. That's not a measure tool. Wow, Evan. Idiot. No way. That is huge tornadoes. That is insane. If that's the actual size of that tornado, holy cow. That's got to be an EF3, EF4. Take a look at this debris ball. That is insane. Tons of sticks and trees. Oh, please, West Blockton. I wish I would like the stream. I wish I was a bigger streamer because this is heading right towards West Blockton. Oh dear God. You gotta be kidding me. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let me rewind it. See if it will hit West Blockton or will it dodge. Oh, that ain't looking too good for West Blockton. Okay, maybe. No. Sorry, hold on. There's a train coming. Oh, how populated is West Blockton? Did anybody know that? I have to look it up. West. Not how you spell it. Blockton. Pop. 1,000 people. Oh no. I mean, it's not that populated, but that's, 1,000 people in the path of a tornado. No good right now. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. There's still a debris ball. Okay, I think it's fizzling out a little bit. It's not. It's still there, but then again, it could be on an open field. I know it is entering a highway. Dear God, look at this. This is crazy. Absolutely terrifying. It does look like it is starting to lose its shape. It still is there, but West Blockton. Jeez. And after that, we got Alabaster. I guess you gotta add some comedy to it. Oh, I have a Zoom call with my teacher about marking period grades. I should probably join it. When's that? I got 3 minutes. I think I might mute myself and do it. I'm not gonna end the stream for that though. I mean, I probably should. First market period grade wasn't looking too good. Same time, this is going on though. No. Guess I gotta join that Zoom. Anybody, anybody's watching, I'm on a Zoom call with my teacher right now. Got me in the breakout room all alone. But anyway, it looks like the storm is kind of fizzling out a little bit. That's good. Alright, finally back live again. Here we go. Had to fix my grade with my teacher. I got 3 people watching. When did I? Oh shoot, sorry. Anyway, sorry. I was on the Zoom call with my teacher. Anybody watching? It was just sitting there in silence. This looks like this storm might just nick West Blockton. I think that's how you say it. It doesn't look as crazy as how it did earlier. In fact, I don't even think a tornado was on the ground now, which is good. I was really concerned. I was actually shaking watching that. But still, this storm is rotating. Now, let me see if there's any other storms that are rotating, because it's been a while, actually. I was on the call for like 20 minutes. Oh, we got 2 new severe thunderstorm warnings for a total of 4 severe thunderstorm warnings. Only 1 tornado warning right now. Let me check out these ones. That's an odd direction for the storm. Anyway, so this one's probably warned for probably pea-size hail or something, maybe quarter-size hail. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Golf ball size hail? Wow, that's insane. Floridian, thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. What was it? Where was the other one? Right here. This one, ooh, that looks awfully. All right, no rotation. That's fine. But this one, maybe golf ball size hail. I would guess quarter size hail. Quarter size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. Pretty intense storm. This storm, again, we were talking. I said earlier in my live stream how these storms are supposed to be long-tracked, long-lived, and this tornado warning has been going on all the way from like down here all the way over to here, and it's probably going to continue even as we go south through Birmingham. Just now getting it might actually hit the radar, probably go a little bit north of the radar, but still, we've only had 4 or 5 tornado warnings. Like, I don't know if they issued one while I wasn't paying attention. 4 or 5 tornado warnings today. One did touch down. I don't know when they update. What is that? That's not what I meant to do. I don't know when they're gonna update this. Oh, I think they already did update it, and I'm in this now. So, they didn't update the tornado risk, even though I think they should. HRRR, 5 more minutes until we get the new update, right? I think. So at around 1 p.m., so 2 p.m., so in about an hour or 2 from now, because this is Central Time, we should start seeing stuff really ramp up. Is there a way I can look at new satellite images? These like brand new ones? No, they're not. What am I doing? Still loading. This takes forever. I just want to see if there's any type of sunshine's getting through. All right, so see the part of Western Mississippi. There's a lot of, well, there's not a lot of cloud cover, which is allowing the sun to push through. Same thing for northern Alabama. We're starting to clear up a little bit. We're gonna have these storms flare up quite a bit. And again, another thing I'm pointing out is notice how we have these clouds coming off the Gulf, pushing to the north, but yet these storms are pushing to the northeast. A lot of rotation in the atmosphere, a lot of spin in the atmosphere. Is very favorable for tornado. I didn't even know I could do this. Very favorable for tornadoes today. Very concerning. Now, this storm has been under a severe thunderstorm warning pretty much all day. It looks like it is starting to lose its punch. Maybe they'll come back as we get into more favorable environments of Georgia, but this storm in front of it has kind of, I would kind of cool the atmosphere, kind of preventing from, getting more juice from it. This mesocyclone right here, just on Flowery Branch. About to hit Flowery Branch. What is this under sprayed thunder from? Probably 60 mile an hour nickel size hail. I'm gonna keep my eye on everything. Oh, wait. What does this say? Somebody reported 128 more than 1 inch tree. It's reported telephone pole break-in, but it said 1 inch tree limbs. I doubt it. I have my radar installed on my computer. I never use it. Let's use it for once. Let's see what's going on. How do I make it so it stops doing that? I don't want it to replay on replay. Anyway. Can I get front? Oh, I never used this thing that much. This is pretty cool. I want to see if I can turn on fronts. Oh, there we go. I want to see what the warm front looks like. Alright, so the warm front still kind of looks the same as how I said it looked earlier. I have 4 people watching. So basically, this system of storm right here, I don't like this app at all. I'm going back to radar scope after I'm done explaining this. This kind of storm system right here is along the warm front, and all these storms developing is thanks to this cold front, which is going to push through tonight, and it should develop some pretty strong storms. But luckily, like I said, this isn't going to be some type of nighttime tornado event. At least it shouldn't be. But we could definitely see some tornadoes when the sun goes down, but at least it won't be like last week where that's when most of them are going to occur. Most of them are going to occur in the next couple hours from now. In fact, the HRRR has it occurring probably really soon around 2 p.m. Central Time. So in the next hour, we could, really start seeing some dangerous stuff happening. And I use the HRRR model because it's really good. It's been really good recently for the past 3 severe weather outbreaks at predicting them. Now this storm that had a tornado on the ground just a little bit north of West Block. In fact, they're kind of in it right now. I don't think there's a tornado. Strong rotation. Oh wait, that tornado actually might be on the ground. When did that happen? Okay, there is another tornado on the ground. That tornado is once again on the ground for the 2nd time. I could see it because of this right here. Probably picking up tree limbs. Hopefully nobody's house. But thank God, best case scenario happened. It went through both of the towns. I mean, not. Ooh, that sounded. No, that's not what I meant. You know, in between both of these towns. Sorry. That was embarrassing. Anyway. We got a tornado. Probably a whole bunch of tree limbs. Hopefully nobody's houses, no cows or anything. Best case scenario happened. Didn't hit anything. Over in Mississippi, things are starting to ramp up a little bit. We have several severe thunderstorm warnings happening. Hail, heavy winds with this storm. Same thing with this storm just up north. Hail, heavy winds. Mississippi also has a threat to see some tornadoes, but no tornado warnings have been issued in Mississippi yet. All been in Alabama. But like I said earlier, Alabama seeing the storms now. Mississippi, got that convection going on because there hasn't. Basically, when these storms develop, it cools the atmosphere. So Alabama's been seeing a ton of storms, basically cooling the atmosphere, which will suppress storm development. But Mississippi over here hasn't really been seeing that many storms. So the sun's heating up the atmosphere, and whoa, why did it zoom out so much? You can see we do have some small storms developing, and of course we have this line of thunderstorms developing right here. maturing as we go on through the day. Taking a look at Georgia, this storm came from Alabama, or it was a big hailstorm, then it moved through Georgia. When it was just northwest of Sandy Springs, that thing was producing a ton of hail. Somebody reported an inch in diameter hail. That's pea-sized hail. I know it was somewhere over here. Might have been longer than an hour ago, so it won't pop up. And then this storm started way over here, just west of Birmingham, Alabama earlier, and it moved through Alabama, moving into Georgia. But like I said about how the storms kind of suppress the environment, like suppress the air, and make it much cooler. The storm development doesn't really happen that much. It looks like this is actually starting to lose its, momentum and strength. So probably won't be that severe. It was much severe earlier when it was just north of Birmingham. Now Birmingham has a supercell heading towards them. Luckily they are not in the path of the tornado, but there is a tornado on the ground, I believe. I believe it's still on the ground too. I was gonna say there could be a satellite, but no, that's wrong. Yeah, I want to see something. I believe you go like this, and then this. Oh yeah, yeah. And the tornado should be right here. That's about where it's at. Yeah, that makes sense. I just watched like a whole course about supercells. I learned a ton from it. That was last week when I was live streaming the tornado outbreak last week. Crazy. We have 2 high-risk days already in March. Can you imagine what this means for April and May? And in the summertime, we have this is off topic. I believe there's a low pressure system out here that if it was just a little bit warmer out there, that could have potentially been a tropical storm. It's March, so what does this mean for the severe weather in the months coming up? Now, luckily, this tornado doesn't look like it's heading towards anything populated, except if it does make its way over. How do you use Alabaster? Funny name. Um, hopefully every town in this tornado warning does take shelter. Especially, even parts of Birmingham is in this warning. Don't think they'll get hit by it, but I'm sure the sirens are going off right now. Oh, wait. We got our 5th or 6th tornado warning of the day. First one in Mississippi today. Oh yeah, look at that. Got some rotation in the storm. Nothing too crazy yet, but that's the first tornado warning of Mississippi today. Heading right towards Mount Olive. Prentice. I think that's how you say it. Things are starting to ramp up. HRRR model's got it down, I tell you. So far, luckily, nothing compared to what it was last week, and hopefully it won't be. Like I said, this isn't going to last into the overnight hours. It's just going to start fizzling out tonight at around like 10. That's about it. Then we'll be done, pretty much done with this. So, this isn't going to be that stretched out, and we don't have to worry about tornadoes as long, but, these tornadoes are going to be long tracked. For example, this tornado right now, touchdown. I think it started forming right here. It moved, and then just south of Monville, it touched down. And then just right before it got to West Blockin, it dissipated past West Blockin, and a touchdown just over it. Luckily, I don't think it hit it. And there we go. Now we got a tornado on the ground. So, long track supercells, long track tornadoes. This could potentially maybe be the F3. We don't know. We gotta get somebody out there to study the damage. We do have some spotters on the way to it. None of them left any messages yet. I don't know why. Things are starting to ramp up. Really concerned. But I'm gonna keep my eye on this one and this one. Hopefully it stays out of anybody's backyards. Got 3 people watching. What's up? Anybody live in Alabama or Mississippi? Oh, look at that hook. That is one crazy supercell. Last week it was pretty crazy because almost every single storm had this same hook. Hopefully we don't see that happen again. But like I said, this isn't gonna last that long. You know, we probably got about 8 more hours left of this, which seems like a long time, but compared to last week, that's much better. Hmm. Wait, this storm looks like it might have some rotation in it too now. Maybe. Might just be the fact that the radar is kind of far. Oh no, no, there's some good rotation in the storm. They need to put this under tornado warning immediately. Let me post this on Twitter because that storm might be producing a tornado soon. All right, posted that on Twitter. Um, there's no tornado warning for that one yet, even though there should be. Definitely. Anybody watching, you can agree with me. This needs a tornado warning. Whoa, there might actually be a tornado on the ground or about to hit the ground. Where's the National Weather Service for this? Why isn't this under a tornado warning? Am I just being crazy? Anybody else watching think that that needs to be put under a tornado warning? I think it. Uh, any spotters over here? We have no spotter. Makes me look bad. I just said, oh yeah, I think that storm's weakening and it's gonna get into a cooler environment. No, now it's rotating. Now we might have a tornado on our hand and what is that, Piedmont? Alabama heading into Georgia. Oh, the new radar returns. Okay, well that could be hail or that could be debris from the ground. I think it's just hail, but that's something we gotta look at. Um, let's take a look at the Birmingham radar so I can see what's going on with this storm. Yikes. Well, this might be the tornado here. It might not even be on the ground, but it might miss the towns that are in its path, but either way, dangerous situation we have setting up right here. Let's take a look over here. Alright. There don't appear to be a tornado on the ground there. Good, I don't think there would be. Very weak rotation, but still. North Mississippi really needs another radar, like right about here. Northwest Mississippi needs another radar. Let's see, anything good going on over here? They put this one under a tornado warning. How have nobody caught that? What's going on, Jordan Adventure? Look, take a look at this tornado that I'm looking at. This isn't under a tornado warning. Can you believe that? I don't think it's on the ground. It might be, but I mean, I don't know how much you know about radar, but basically when you see something like this, that's pretty good representation of some rotation in that thunderstorm, which would pose a threat of producing a tornado. And there's no tornado warning for anybody in the path of this storm. Makes me kind of upset. I wish that was a bigger channel, that way I could go live to more people. So we got 1, 2. I'm considering that a third tornado warning. I'm giving it my own warning because it needs one. What's going on in Virginia? We got some showers and thunderstorms heading up to Virginia. Nothing crazy yet. Hopefully by the time they hit me, they'll be packed with lightning. Tennessee, you're just pretty rainy on the east side, but don't worry, you still have some time tonight. But these two storms right here, look at that. You can see the rotation on both of these radars and a little bit on this radar. Whoa, look at this. Holy cow. Right here. Not on the ground, which is good. But whoa. I put my I put expert mode on. Let's see, how do I do it? What do I do? Setting. Don't know how to do it. I want to put expert mode on because I want to see if you can see the gust front. You kind of can see the gust front. Talk about this right here. Because basically, I believe if you do this, now my thing froze. There we go. You trace along the gust front. This acts as like a cold front. And then on this side where the rotation is, this acts like a second cold front. And we got winds being funneled into here. That would make the tornado be probably in this area, which is close enough to where the rotation is coming back at. I just made a funny face. This storm has weak rotation still. Really nothing to worry about. Probably not even anything happening. Yeah, we're fine. There's some rain, maybe some hail in there, pea-sized hail, depending on how strong the updraft is. Oh, this storm has some hail. Do we not have a radar that's closer to it? There we go. Got some hail just on Pearl River, just north of Pearl River in Philadelphia, Mississippi. They expired the severe thunderstorm warning that this storm kept producing, and this one too, even though this storm is rotating rotating very strongly. I don't know why they didn't put this under a tornado warning yet. I guess they kind of thought the same thing I thought earlier. It was just going to fizzle out, but no. Clearly that thing's rotating. Let's take a look at this one. Make sure nothing's going on with this one. Okay, we're pretty good. Pretty good over here in Georgia, except for this storm moving into Georgia. That's a bit of a problem. Then again, we don't have really good radar coverage, so maybe it could be a lie. And that's not something I considered, but when you see something like this, you know, whoa, 1, 2, 3, when you see something like that, you know, you're kind of concerned. Birmingham, oh, it's a little too close for comfort. We got a supercell heading into Birmingham, but not the tornadic part, just the rainy part, lightning part. Strong rotation here near Helena, Alabama. There might be a tornado on the ground. This storm did actually produce tornado twice, so I think it dissipated and now it's forming again. Earlier in my live stream, I was talking about how these storms are going to be long-lived, and you know we could potentially see some long-track tornadoes. Because this storm right here formed over here earlier today at around what would it be? It was like around 12 Central Time. It made its way through, and then by the time it got just south of Moundsville, it produced its first tornado, and then it moved over here, and then just like about right here, it dissipated, got to west blocking, formed another tornado, and it seemed like it dissipated, and now it's producing another tornado again. So, you know, that's the type of stuff we're gonna be seeing today, especially as we go on. But so far, there's only been, I think, 2 confirmed tornadoes, so see, where's the rotation? Right here. I don't see anything right there. I was looking at this, thinking that that could have been it. Maybe even this, but, you know. Looks like there's nothing yet. Again, at least it doesn't look like it's going to hit Birmingham. It is hitting Alabama right now, but we're good. But in this storm over here, anybody who just joined, this storm is not under a tornado warning for some reason, yet it looks like it's rotating. In fact, it kind of looks like there's 3 rotations within this same cell, none of which are put under a tornado warning. But, you know, I'm not a professional, I'm just a weather enthusiast, but I'm pretty sure that would concern a real meteorologist. They put this storm under a tornado warning. There's barely any rotation in this storm, but yet we go over here. Let's look at it again. For anybody who just joined, hold on, my radar scope's being slow. Let me just restart it. I don't know why it does that. I think it's because I'm streaming. They put this storm under a tornado warning. This is in Mississippi. We got this storm, which has no warning for anything except for flash flood warning. Check it out. Now, if anybody knows anything about how tornadoes kind of look on radar, 1, 2, 3. I see 3 sources of rotation, none of which are put under a tornado warning. So maybe it's just me. Maybe it could just be the downdraft or the updraft or something. But you know, I think that needs to get under a tornado warning, but they're probably all focused on this right now because this is so close to Birmingham right now. But again, nothing's on the ground. I don't think. At least nothing's coming back to the radar, which I'm pretty sure it would. That's insanely close to the radar. Helena, you're in the path of it. I would recommend, if anybody's watching the stream and you are from anywhere in here, you should probably seek shelter immediately. What was this under a severe thunderstorm warning? Probably gusty winds, hail. Yeah. Look at the new HRRR model. See what that one has to say. So it's got our supercell right here, and what is it? What is that? That is such a bad run. Look at this run. Got all this, and then boom. What is that run? That is disappointing for the HRRR. Anyway, um, yeah, we're about at the time where we're gonna start ramping up. Maybe one more hour, because right now it's 1 p.m. Central Time, so around 2 p.m. Central Time is when we should start really seeing that stuff. What am I doing? Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me circle. Okay, that it might be touching down again, but that's not good. That's heading right towards Helena. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, geez. Um, so around 18,500 people live in Helena. Let me just make sure it's the right town. Yeah. Oh, geez. So that tornado, it might be touching down in a town that has 18,000 people living in it. That's not good. Let me just double check. Yeah, that might. Well, it's not here, but it is here. So these are the same thing, except this is super res and this is the normal. Keeping an eye on this. Oh, please. Don't do it. I'm sitting in my chair at home and I'm scared, so I can only imagine what these people have to go through right now. I believe that there's a tornado about to hit Helena, Alabama. Yeah. Population almost 19,000 people. Oh no. I could make that. Hold on, let me let's see. How many miles away is it from? 2 miles. It's 2 miles. I believe this is moving somewhere probably like 50 or 60 miles an hour. This storm. Let me see. Uh, okay. It's moving at 40 miles an hour. That's gonna be there in the next 5 minutes, I would say. Hope it doesn't go on the ground. Keeping an eye on it. It's gonna be a close call, or this could be lucky. Even if it misses Helena, then we gotta worry about Indian Spring Village and Hoover, Alabama. I'm gonna circle it just in case anybody joins and says, "What the heck are we looking at?" Hold on. I could circle it better than that. Oh, wait. That's a tornado. Okay, right here. I don't see anything on the correlation coefficient on this one, but on the super res correlation coefficient, I still see maybe possibly a small debris ball. Strong rotation heading right towards Helena. Again, population about 19,000 people. So this might be a close call. I really hope this thing doesn't want to touch down now, and if it is on the ground, I really hope it dissipates right before it gets there. But I'm sure some people already are seeing some damage if it is on the ground. Well, I really hope everybody's going to be okay there. If anybody just so happens to be watching the stream and you literally live in Helena and you have a tornado outside your back door, I recommend you turn off the stream and go in your basement. That's my recommendation. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. It's gonna be a close call. Let me see if anybody confirmed anything. Let me check. Um, Well, I haven't found anybody on Twitter to confirm if there is a tornado on the ground. I can see if there's a spotter nearby. We might report that we do have some spotters heading in near the area. Just updated. It's right over Helena. I don't see any signs of a tornado. That's good. But now we have to worry about Hoover or Indian Springs Village. They're in the next path, but Helena's not out of the safe spot yet. They still have to get through this. Oh, hold on. I want to check on this storm over here. 1 second. Oh, some slight low rotation. Not as bad as how it was earlier, but still, they could have put that under tornado warning. Even this right here, maybe. But theoretically, if this tornado was on the ground, I want to see how far away it was. It is from Birmingham, theoretically, if it was on the ground. About 15 miles away from Birmingham. Close call. Not as close as how it was last week, but you know, when you talk Tuscaloosa and Birmingham and tornado outbreaks like these, you know, you just want them to stay as far away from basically everyone. Let me check on this one. I think they can expire this tornado warning. I don't even know why this is under a tornado warning. When does that expire? In 30 minutes, you can expire that. I don't think it's gonna. I don't see any rotation in there. Alright, back to. Actually, one more thing. Nothing going on in southern Alabama yet. Alright. Okay, yeah. Wait. This might not be so good. Okay. I think the tornado's on the ground again. Might be. But at least it got past Helena. That's good. But it might be back on the ground again. I wonder. Probably EF3. Let me make my circle better. Okay, let me see if there's any spotter. Okay, we have one spotter that's in the basically the direct path of it. Hopefully they can confirm something. Maybe they'll leave a comment. Alright, now Indian Springs Village is next up. Hopefully they can dodge it. Okay, new update came out for the radar. Heading right towards Indian Springs Village. Let me check and see what their population is. Okay, they're a much smaller town of 2,549 people live there as of 2019. So, you know, at least it's less populated, but at the same time, not good. Sorry, that was my phone. Anybody subscribe to me? I have 120 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Okay, that might just hit just south of Indian Springs Village. Did they just expand this tornado warning? Oh, that's a new tornado warning. Oh, whoa, when did this? Wow, look at that rotation. Oh, holy cow, that just, that came out of nowhere. Look at that. We'll watch the replay. I didn't even see that earlier. Watch, that just comes out of nowhere. Wow. They caught that pretty quick, but I don't even think they still caught the other one that I was talking about earlier. Alright, well now I gotta restart this. There we go. There we go. Look, they still haven't caught that, but then again, it's not that much rotation. Still, something to be worried about. It's pretty crazy. Is that on the ground? That tornado's on the ground again, everybody. We have a tornado on the ground once again. I'm pretty sure. Radar indicated, by the way. It's not. It hasn't been confirmed by a spotter or a National Weather Service. Let me circle it. I can do better. No, stop. Okay, so the new update just came out for this. Now it's here. Oh, that's heading right towards Indian Springs Village. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. What the heck is going on with the radar now? Hello? Why? How come every time a tornado is literally about to hit a town, the radar just goes, I'm done. Why? Why does it do that? I don't understand. Oops, sorry. Let's see. Let's take a look at the sounding. Yikes. Has the new run come out yet? When's the new run come out? Probably about 20 more minutes. Me. Alright, so check this out, everyone. See all this empty space right here where that sun's beating down on the just the ground, letting that air rise, and we could potentially see some more storms develop in Mississippi later on. Probably the next hour or so, we might be able to start seeing more storms. Alabama, you're getting hit by all the storms right now. You know, you should cool off a little bit, and hopefully it'll suppress the amount of storms that'll hit you. But according to the HRRR model, it's not looking like that. Birmingham, you have multiple rounds. Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, you got still multiple rounds heading towards you, but I think we have a tornado on the ground just in Indian Springs Village right now. Population about almost 3,000. Looks like it may no, I don't know. Hold on. This is the rotation. Looks like it may have dissipated just before. This tornado has basically stretched. Well, the supercell has basically done almost the whole entirety length of Alabama. So this is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. We got another strong supercell moving into Alabama. This would be heading just north of Tuscaloosa. Let's see about this one. Okay, the rotation has quieted down a little bit, but still concerning. This, I still don't really get why it's under a tornado warning. It's not really that concerning. I guess it's just something to keep an eye on. And then over here in Georgia, alright, I guess there's really nothing to worry about. This might just be a gust front now. No rotation in these storms, but we do have one party to show in the middle of Alabama right now. Take a look down south, nothing. East, nothing. Can't even see it. Radar messed up. I don't know why. Every time a close call like this happens, radars always do this. Like this purple blotch. Can't see where the rotation is. I have to. Anyway, it doesn't look like it hit Indian Springs Village. So now I would say we gotta pay attention to Lake Purdy. Lake Purdy. Love the southern names. Purdy name. Oh. Got 3 people watching. How you doing, guys? If I get hit by a thunderstorm tonight, I'm gonna post it on my YouTube tomorrow. So if you guys wanna subscribe, just in case you wanna come back and watch it, you know, I'd appreciate that, by the way. And I might stop streaming at 4 o'clock Eastern time, but I'll definitely go live again if I have to tonight. Y'all wanna stick around for that too. Can't really see what's going on, but hopefully everybody's okay there. You can even see the rotation with that radar. I'm gonna have to use radar. Very small rotation in this storm. Yeah, you could probably expire that tornado warning too. Let me give it. Well, hold on. When you go to this, I can see why. All right. See what I mean? There's a little hole here. You just can't. Any storm that goes through this little like radar hole, can't see what's going on with it. We need another radar like right here somewhere. Whether it be Eastern Mississippi or Western Alabama, we need a radar here somewhere. Now this storm under tornado warning. Here we go. That rotation's starting to make its way back. Earlier, I didn't even know why they had it under a warning. Didn't even look that good. I think there could be a tornado on the ground right now. I think it's so close to the radar can't see like over the echo tops or something because there's a dead zone right here. It can't see anything. I don't know if that's possible. Which what are the echo tops? Oh, they're not as tall as I thought they're gonna be actually. Pretty tall, don't get me wrong, but hands echo tops. All these features I don't even know about. I only use the same for. Oh, there we go. I can start to see the rotation again. Right in here. Alright, it changed. It's mine. Oh wait, we get a tornado warning in South Carolina and a little bit of North Carolina. What's going on? Ah. Oh wow. I doubt there's any spotter in this area. Let's go take a look. Oh, there are. There are some people here actually. One guy's heading right towards it too. I guess he thought maybe if we get the South Carolina, North Carolina tornadoes, less people will be there to see them. Leaves it all open to him or her. This storm still has some slight strong rotation. I would be concerned about it. Don't know why it's still not under a warning. The mess right here. Big mess. I have no clue what's going on. There a spotter? Multiple spotters there though, so that's good. Ugh. I've been streaming for. Remember during the snowstorms in February, I streamed for a pretty long time, for like 5 hours or something like that. That was incredible. I'd love to do that again, but there's a difference between snowstorms and severe weather. There is a big difference between them. Severe weather, I don't know, like it's not even like it's pretty easy to see. Like I know what I'm talking about, but it's for some reason it's tiring. I don't know if it's because like the fact that you know that there's a tornado on the ground heading towards innocent people's towns, and snow is just a snowstorm. But I'd love to live stream for another 8 hours if I could. But every time somebody joins, they don't really talk in the chat for some reason. It's fine, their choice, but it would definitely help if I could talk to somebody. Let me check on the South Carolina one. Oh yeah. What's in the what is it with all these southern what's in the way of this radar to where it can't get to this storm? Did you see this? This too. Why are National Weather Service gotta fix their stuff. I think this blotch right here is just the city of Birmingham. This, I think the radar can't get to it, or it's a supermassive tornado, which I highly doubt. I mean, this actually could be a tornado. This is the rotation by this. That could be a tornado, maybe, but I don't think so. But still, everybody watching, give me 1 second, please. Sorry, I's back. Um, Honestly, I think I'm about to end the stream. Probably definitely. Well, we will live stream a little bit later. The reason I'm gonna end the stream now is because it's kind of relatively quiet and not too much going on. We do have four tornado warnings going on. Well, five, but this is for the same storm that's about to expire. That's why there's five in there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream. So everybody, if there is still somebody watching, thanks for watching. But everybody else, thank you for watching. I appreciate it.